ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. And off we go from Denver. Sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. On first down, it's Graham. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33. Now this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. McGraw. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll run on first down. Graham. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. McGraw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Looking to throw. McGraw. The connection made. It's Graham. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do? I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field. He wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there. And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. 19 tight. 19 tight. 57 to Mike. Mike 57. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
To throw on 2nd down, McGraw. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Watch the crew.
From the gun, McGraw. Open space inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Here's Luton to throw.
Bryant with a catch right side.
And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago. So a 3 and out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there. And they get the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Luton. going up top.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And it's second down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Draymond Jones just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's taken to the 26. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. That it all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point. Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. On 1st and 10, McGraw throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sutton, and he's brought down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sutton. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and
57.
4.
Off the play fake. McGraw. Complete to right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
On 2nd down now, it's Graham, only able to work it to the 20 after the nice broken tackle.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. He juked him.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Off play action. McGraw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now 14-0.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Has a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
To throw on 2nd and 6.
Luton. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing is Luton.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And, Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. McGraw. Wright's got it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st down, Graham. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd down, it's Graham. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On first down, McGraw. And Graham's got it over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch the run.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he's brought down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Looking to throw. McGraw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They're going play action with Luton. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
And 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground. Graham, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Back to throw. McGraw. And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Luton. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Sheldon, and he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Luton. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Luton's throws on target to Duvernay. Touchdown! Devin Duvernay. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. They'll run on first down. Graham. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Looking to throw on second down. McGraw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a play fake here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's right. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. And to give this time to the tailback. And some space here. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Looking to throw. McGraw. Over the middle, complete. It's Sutton. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Graham. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 17-yard line.
Operating from the gun. McGraw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. He's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll look to throw here.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
41 yards on the ground for him so far.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
On 1st down, Sheldon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Back to throw here.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll look to throw.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, But guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth.
Distance was never an issue, not in this mile-high air. But it doesn't matter what elevation you're at if you don't put it on target. And this one kind of takes off on him.
They'll run on first down. It's Graham, able to slither by and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Second down, it's Henderson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On third down, McGraw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Luton going to pass it out of the shotgun.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
14-yard line, 2nd and 11.
Looking to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this game just illustrates how important home field really is. On paper, didn't look like much of a matchup, but now it's looking like it'll become one of the big surprises of the weekend. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
He finds his man Johnson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McGraw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here this 4th quarter.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
2nd down at 4.
They'll set up a throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Luton. Got a man here, it's Bryant. 30. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there on the catch and run. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Back to throw again. Now the pressure gets there and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. After the sack on 1st down,
Luton. Open man is Duvernay.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. And now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. They'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they look to finish strong in this 4th quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about